Yo, what up? What up? What up? B March Boxing, and I'm back at it with another boxing video, boy. Boy, who told that man Danny Jacobs to go out there to motherfucking London, to England? Or if, I don't even know if it's in London, excuse me, but to England. Who told him that was a good idea? Boy, anybody who knows boxing knew there was a big possibility Danny Jacobs, if the scores are close, he gonna lose this fight. And that's exactly what happened, dogs. Now, this particular fight, man, I don't think he lost it. I had this fight 7 rounds to 5 in favor of Danny Jacobs. But anybody who knows boxing, got a good boxing noggin on their shoulders, they should know that they threw this man to the wolves. Yeah, I mean, they threw him out there to they threw that man out there to an oasis. You know what I'm saying? He had no lifeline out there. And oh my God, man. Danny Jacobs takes a loss. His first trip to England, and they robbed Slim. You know what I mean? I don't care what nobody says. Look, I'm not the biggest Danny Jacob fan, you know what I mean? And that's because for personal reasons, you know. I think Danny Jacobs is a good fighter, but he don't know how to turn up. He don't know how to shift gears and turn up on levels. You know, I thought he beat Triple G, but that particular fight, he didn't turn up to really put an exclamation mark. Let me hear what Ryder got to say. Hold tight. B March Boxing. Hit that thumbs up.
Yeah, I thought on the cards, I mean, you said there that it was nip and tuck the first couple of rounds. I thought I nicked a few of the early ones and I thought it was quite convincing, but yeah, you've got to go back and watch it back and see where I went wrong. And me and Tony will pick the bones out.
Oh boy, big upset. Danny Jacobs, who told you to take your ass from Brooklyn via Atlanta to England? Who told you to do that, dogs? Eddie Hearn? Eddie Hearn convinced you? If you know anything about Eddie Hearn, once he sees a fighter is slipping, he throws him to the wolves. You know what I mean? He puts him in positions to lose so they could be up out of there. Get up out of my hair. You know what I mean? Real spill, man. B Marsh boxing, man. Look, man, I thought Danny Jacobs won this fight. But you're in England. The fight's close. I had him winning 7 rounds to 5, 115, 113. If the fight is close, my G, you ain't gonna get that W. That's what they not gonna do. You know what I'm saying? And it's a damn shame that Danny Jacobs, you know, Danny Jacobs has been quite disappointing, man. Fuck that shit. Ever since the Derevchenko fight. And that was his first world title in his life. You know what I'm saying? He's been disappointing. I thought he won that fight, but barely. Barely. The Cannoli fight, some people tried to come out here and cape for the man. I wanted him to win, no question about it. But they tried to say he beat Cannoli, man. I had that fight 8 rounds to 5, man. At one particular time, Cannoli embarrassed the dude. Danny Jacob threw mad punches, and all of them missed. You know? And that's what I'm talking about, y'all. Slim don't know how to change gears. Yeah, I mean, Danny Jacobs, man, he takes a loss. Wow. I can't believe that shit. I can't believe that. The first round I had it for John Ryder. It was a filling out round. I thought Danny Jacobs didn't throw enough, and the man, what's his name, John Ryder was more aggressive fighter in there. You know what I mean? So I gotta give it up to him for that particular round. But rounds 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 were all Danny Jacobs. Danny Jacobs was on his lateral movement. John Ryder being a southpaw, he was circling in perpetual motion, pumping out his jab, throwing them uppercuts, stopping on the down, throwing the uppercut, then moving, pivoting up out of, just not standing right in front of the guy. You know what I mean? You check it, and John Ryder was still aggressive, who took some mean punches in there. But he proved, getting hit in the face ain't going to deter him from coming forward. You know what I mean? Um, round 6 is when the first round, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 was the first round I gave to John Ryder, and that was a close round. Could have gone either way. It was really the last minute where John Ryder really turned up, and I thought he did enough to win the rounds. Round 7, 8, and 9. and 10. 7, 8, um, yeah, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I gave it to John Ryder. You know what I mean? He was very aggressive in there, very cool, calm, and composed. Danny Jacobs was now flat-footed. You know what I mean? Wasn't really circling around much. You know, he was getting tagged in the face, which is not a good look, especially when you're on the road. Even if you're eating them punches, you know what I mean? You know, he didn't really have any head movement. You know, to and wasn't really counter punching, making the dude uh, John Ryder pay. You know what I'm saying for missing. You know what I mean? The championship rounds, I gave it to Danny Jacobs. You know, I thought he finished off strong. There was a lot of clinching in round 11 and 12. You know, but I thought Danny Jacobs did enough to win this fight. I had this fight 7 rounds to 5. Yeah, I mean, um, the rap vote, get the fuck out of here, you faggot ass nigga, man. You ain't gonna come in here with your racist rhetoric, pussy boy. I'm about to block you, cocksucker. Fuck out of here. Uh, and I don't even be deleting people, but I don't block people. But when you come on, if we talking boxing, we could talk boxing. But when you come on some racist shit, my nigga, I'ma fry your ass, cocksucker. The rap vault, bitch ass nigga. You probably wanna be black with the name the rap vault. So, anyways, you know, I thought Danny Jacobs did enough to win. Yeah, I mean, but when they ran the last bell, I was like, this fight right here is gonna be a split decision, and I thought they would give the split decision to what you call it, um, to Danny Jacobs, because I thought he won the fight 7 rounds to 5, but nope, they gave it to John Ryder. Did John Ryder deserve this fight? Now look, I don't think he won the fight, really and truly. You know, I really had this fight. Um, 7-5. And, you know, at worst, I could see a draw for either fighter. Yeah, I mean, but really and truly, Danny Jacobs, you know, Danny Jacobs has been very inactive. He looked like ass against in his last fight. Who was that against? Gabe Rosado. And that was like in 2020, sometime in late 2020. You know what I mean? He fought Julio Cesar Chavez, a fight where Chavez quit, but it ain't like Danny Jacobs was whooping that ass all throughout the fight. You know what I mean? You check it. Now, um, it was crazy. The Cannoli fight, I thought Danny Jacobs, man, was very. I thought a lot of guys fought better than Danny Jacobs versus against Cannoli. You know what I mean? Even Kovalev did better with his jab, just throwing a jab. At least he was winning on my card before Cannoli stopped him. You know, and the Sergey Devchenko fight was another split decision. So Danny Jacobs, look, man, I've been hearing fellas talk about this guy like they saying he's a throwback fighter. I'm like, how? Throwback fighter when? How? Who? When? Where? Why? Look, man, look, just because the guy's with Eddie Hearn and Matchroom doesn't make him a throwback fighter, man. Let's put things in perspective, you know what I mean? Danny Jacobs to me is a guy really and truly in his career. I think he's a good fighter, but he's a disappointing fighter in my opinion, you know. And they came from that first loss to P Rock, a guy who he should have never lost to. This was a guy with a extensive standout amateur pedigree from New York City. Golden, what you call it? You know, the Golden Gloves win in the New York amateur boxing program. Um, but I didn't think he lost this fight. But this nut ass dude should have never gone to England, dogs. If you was going to England, my nigga, you better have knocked him out. And that's exactly what he didn't do. He ain't knocked this guy out. I mean, you know, John Ryder is a guy who's not going to be in position to challenge for a world title at 168. And it won't be Cannoli, but I'm not won't be Danny Jacobs. But don't be surprised, ladies and gents, if you do see a John Ryder in the ring versus Cannoli, because you know how Cannoli do, the best pound for pound fighter from the in England in Europe, you know, because that's all he picks on is them European fighters. You know what I'm saying? I remember Callum Smith beat the man John Ryder a few years ago, and you know he beat him in a unanimous decision, and he took his loss. You know what I mean? Even guys like Rocky Feldon, Billy Joe Saunders have beat the guy. And this who Danny Jacobs got on the plane, went out to England, Boy, please, he was getting caught with mean left hooks, straight left hands from the southpaw, the jab, especially, working the inside. That's when he closed the distance on the man, Danny Jacobs. Got on the inside and was pounding that body. Yeah, I mean, just going to the body, going to the rib cage. And Danny Jacobs, man, Danny Jacobs, I knew he was out of his mind. He was slipping on his pimping when he was dating girls like, like Rev Run's wife. I've said Rev Run's wife, Rev Run's daughter, Angela Simmons. Yeah, I mean, Angela Simmons, you know, Danny Jacobs has had a beautiful woman and his son. I guess they not together with his lady no more. And you go mess with the girl Angela Simmons who's looking for a stepdaddy. Don't do that, Mo. And this is what happens, man. The man Danny Jacobs lost. Very disappointed. Very disappointed. Um, Deep Breezy says robbery. I'm not gonna call it a robbery, but I think the right man didn't win this fight. Yeah, I mean, the right man was Danny Jacobs. I had him winning this fight 7 rounds to 5. Mike 104 says they didn't have Ryder as a big underdog. I seen odds plus 165, and they shouldn't have him as a big underdog, man. I just ran you the last few fights of Danny Jacobs, and he hasn't been impressive from when he first achieved his first world title, a vacant IBF strap in a split decision victory versus Sergey Devrichenko. Yeah, I mean, so I like Danny Jacobs, but I know who he is, and he ain't got that turn up, dogs. He don't know how to change gears, y'all. And this is what happens when you go on the road to England. You better go out there like how Bud Crawford went out there to Scotland and did what he did to Ricky Burns. Yeah, I mean, Danny Jacobs, don't let nobody fool y'all in on these boxing YouTube streets. He ain't no throwback fighter. Yeah, I mean, Danny Jacobs is an American fighter who is over there with Matchroom. You know what I mean? Look, man, Matchroom USA ain't done nothing for these American fighters. He ain't put them in position. And that's just the truth about it, man. Nobody gonna fucking lie to me. Look at guys like Bubu Andrade, Matchroom USA fighter. What's up with him? He's being put on the curb, man. He's just like there. He ain't doing nothing. Eddie Hearns is in position to promote guys like Conor Ben, and now John Ryder will probably be fighting for a world title. Don't get it twisted. These guys will get more opportunities. You know what I mean? Anthony Crolla, he threw him to the wolves because he knew this guy can't beat motherfucking anybody. Put him in there with Lomachenko in his last fight. He got his ass battered. Sure, he got the payday, probably his best payday of his career, but that's what he does. You know what I mean? He throws his fighters in there with other guys fighters. You know what I mean? Maybe like a Cannoli who was like and when he was fighting guys like Callum Smith and these guys. You know what I mean? So Danny Jacobs takes a loss on his first trip to England. I bet you he ain't gonna lead the country again. You know what I mean? I bet you they talk about he's a throwback fighter. What if they told the man to fight Cannoli in Mexico? You think he would have gone there? He would have gone there if the payday was fat, but really and truly he would have been reluctant to do that. You know what I mean? When the man fought Triple G, you think he would have gone over there to what country Triple G from? Not Ukraine. Not Ukraine. What's that other country? Kazakhstan. You think he would have gone out there to fight dude in Kazakhstan? You think he'd have even gone to fight Gabe Rosado in Puerto Rico? Fuck that. You think he would have even gone to fight him in Philly? I highly doubt it. You know what I mean? He thought this was going to be an easy lick. A guy who got numerous losses on his record in John Ryder. And unfortunately for him, he ain't got that turn up, and now he takes the loss, man. Boo hoo. Do I feel for him? No, not really. It is what it is. Okay, yeah. B Marsh Boxing, big ups to everybody in the chat. I'm about to sign off. Danny Jacobs. Boy, you a dummy. I'm gone. Peace.